Right now, from KTAB News, your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics.
Thanks for being here for Big Country Politics. I'm Victor Sotelo. The countdown is on, and KTAB is your local election headquarters. Election Day, Tuesday, and the polls are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. If you didn't vote early, here's a breakdown of the polls at the top of the ballot. Of course, the race to be president, President Donald Trump, the incumbent, a Republican, and former Vice President Joe Biden, the Democrat in the race. Next, depending on where you live in the Big Country or the Heartland, you'll be able to make your choice for Congress in Abilene. In areas like the South Plains, incumbent Jody Arrington is challenged by Abilene attorney Tom Watson. In the Northern Big Country, who will replace Congressman Mac Thornberry, Ronnie Jackson, or Democrat Gus Truejo? And District 11, which includes the Eastern Big Country and places like Brownwood, the race to replace Congressman Mike Conaway, Republican August Pfluger, or Democrat John Mark Hogg. Also up for grabs in the state Senate, held by Republican Dr. Don Buckingham. Democrat Clayton Tucker is challenging her. Next, Texas State House District 71, currently held by Stan Lambert. He's challenged by Sam Hatton. And for City of Abilene specifically, Councilwoman Donna Albus tries to keep her seat. She's challenged by Anthony Hohola and Sharia Ford Davis. Abilene Mayor facing opposition in this nonpartisan race, puts him against Cynthia Alvidrez. And for those of you in the rest of the Big Country and the Heartland, there is a link to all the sample ballots in the area. You could go to votetexas.gov. That link is at our website at bigcountryhomepage.com. And as the days count down, a 3-day bus tour representing Biden for president making a stop in Abilene. It started in Amarillo, moved to Lubbock before coming through Abilene. Various Democrats were on that bus and stopped in downtown Abilene at Minter Park. The speakers campaigning for the Democratic ticket also making an appearance near the rally. Trump supporters, one resident says it's good to see both sides.
There's a lot of people who feel really strongly about these two candidates, and I'm just happy to see a show of support on both sides in Abilene, Texas. That's what our democracy is run on. It's run on different ideas.
And speakers at the event, including local Democratic candidates like Sam Hatton. And early voting has turned into a thing this election season. In fact, record turnouts are being recorded, but with voting by mail, final results may not be available on November 3rd. With your local election headquarters, here's the latest.
With just 1 week left, states around the country say this election day will be different.
With over 5 million people voting, more than have ever voted before in our state, all of that's a good thing for democracy.
Jocelyn Benson is Michigan's Secretary of State. She says many states are experiencing record turnout as the pandemic encourages people to vote early or by mail.
In some states, even the early election results cannot be tallied until election day or election night.
New Mexico's Secretary of State, Maggie Toulouse-Oliver, says that's why it could take days before we know the final outcome of some races, including the presidency. In some states, absentee and mail-in ballots can be counted ahead of time, and in other states like here in Virginia, ballots can be pre-processed. That can speed up results, and in other cases, in-person voting can make the outcome clear.
The margin will be wide enough that any outstanding ballots won't affect the outcome of the election.
But that won't be the case everywhere.
We're trying to manage expectations now to say when the system works, when people are counting ballots effectively and efficiently and carefully and accurately, that takes time. It can't be done instantly.
That's why swing states without pre-processing may take days or weeks to certify their election results. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
And of course, we'll be here at this time next Tuesday as the results roll in from around the nation. Texas, the Big Country, and the Heartland roll in. Results all evening long. They are received here at your local election headquarters. Also, a special primetime edition of Big Country Politics will air here on KTAB Election Day at 6:30 p.m. Amy Coney Barrett was formally sworn in last Tuesday as the Supreme Court's ninth justice, her oath administered in private by Chief Justice John Roberts. Barrett took the first of two oaths at the White House and this is considered a big victory for the president.
She will make an outstanding justice.
President Trump wasted no time calling a crowd to the White House to witness the swearing in of Judge Amy Coney Barrett, his third Supreme Court appointee.
I will do my job without any fear or favor, and that I will do so independently.
Is there a sufficient second?
Less than 2 hours earlier, the Republican-controlled Senate confirmed 48-year-old Barrett in one of the most partisan Supreme Court processes ever. No Democrats voted in her favor.
The nomination of Amy Coney Barrett of Indiana to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States is confirmed.
The president hopes securing Barrett will help him at the polls since she provides conservatives a 6-3 majority. In a matter of months, the justices will issue a ruling on Obamacare and possibly even the outcome of the presidential election. Last night's ceremony was a chance for Mr. Trump to take a victory lap.
I know you will make us all very, very proud.
1 month earlier, President Trump announced Barrett's nomination in the Rose Garden, which turned into a super spreader event. This time, guests were socially distanced on the South Lawn and required to wear a mask, but several hundred still attended. Campaigning in Pennsylvania, former Vice President Joe Biden said he hoped the president had learned a lesson from the first event.
I don't blame him for celebrating. There's a lot of things we could be doing, having massive crowds. But the fact is that it's just not appropriate now.
While President Trump continues to incorrectly claim that the virus is under control, Vice President Pence is taking extra precautions on the campaign trail, like covering his face at all times except when he is on stage, canceling interactions with supporters, and traveling with a group that is smaller than usual. He is charging ahead, however, with a packed schedule that includes rallies in 6 states over the next 3 days. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, the White House.
And back here in Abilene and in the Heartland, Hendrick Health Systems making a big buy with the purchase of Abilene and Brownwood Regional Medical Centers finalized last week. For hospital patients, this purchase could only be as big as a name change, but we're taking a closer look at possible changes to the impact on insurance to where you can be seen by your doctor.
Today is the culmination of a year of planning and preparation. Hendrick CEO and President Brad Holland wrote in a statement Monday on the health system's purchase of the Abilene and Brownwood Regional Medical Centers. The state of Texas approving the process the first week of October, with the finalization done just weeks later, a move Larry Smith, chair of Hendrick's Board of Trustees, called a transformational transaction. A statement from Hendrick says patients will still be able to see their current doctors, and all appointments that have already been set are still scheduled. Doctors' offices will also remain in the same locations. As for insurance, Hendrick says most plans are in-network, but it's best to reach out to your insurance company to check your coverage. All emergency rooms in Abilene and in Brownwood are still open to anyone needing care. This purchase extends Hendrick's reach across the Key City and now into the Heartland, something Hal Shaw, Director of Facility Management at the Hendrick Medical Center Brownwood, formerly known as Brownwood Regional, says will continue the hospital's 50-year legacy of care. Writing, quote, "I'm certain that the citizens of Brown and surrounding counties will continue to see unmatched care and compassion." Hendrick's ownership of the Regional Medical Center starts at 12:01 Tuesday morning.
With this purchase, 1,100 employees are added to Hendrick's workforce, 670 workers in Abilene and 456 in Brownwood. And now to coronavirus news. Abilene and Taylor County are in the 3rd straight week of rising coronavirus cases, and local hospitals are feeling the effects. KTAB's Jessica Rang checking into what this means to patients who need critical care and what can be done to slow the surge.
Hospitals right now are sounding the alarm.
We are at capacity.
There are no more ICU beds in Abilene.
This morning they had said that they had 2 hospital beds available, or 2 ICU beds available, and those have been taken.
And the next closest to in Sweetwater.
For us, that's where it gets real. We don't want to become, the El Paso where they're setting up field hospitals.
The problem becomes a bigger issue for the city. If COVID-19 hospitalizations retain 15% for 7 days, it could mean more restrictions.
I've called a meeting on Wednesday.
Mayor Anthony Williams calling on city, university, and school district leaders to help mitigate the spread.
This is a global pandemic, and I don't have all the answers. I think when you look at it from that team paradigm, you come up with a better solution.
While there was a clear reason for the meeting, when KTAB asked for the solutions, we weren't told specifics. So let's break down what we do know and what we've known for a while now. Students at Abilene Christian University and McMurray will not be returning after Thanksgiving. Hardin-Simmons will only be allowing a percentage of its students to return. As far as Wiley and Abilene ISDs, they mentioned the possibility of limiting the amount of fans allowed at sporting events or cutting out fans altogether. No threshold number was given as to when those ideas would be put in place. The chamber, who was also at the meeting, says while each business can make its own decision, they're reinforcing the importance of wearing a mask. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Jessica Rank, KTAB News.
And at last check, this area was hovering at about 9% of hospitalizations. If that percentage reaches 15% for 7 days, regulations from Governor Greg Abbott could force bars to close again and other business to reduce occupancy. All right, still to come on Big Country Politics, changes in the AISD giving teachers the option to exclusively teach remotely. We're back in 2 minutes.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
For many students, online learning is not all it's cracked up to be, but in-person teaching has its issues too. So with the failure rate of students learning in person and remotely on the rise, Abilene ISD plans to give teachers the option to teach exclusively online. KTAB's Dan Booth explains what this change will mean for teachers struggling with a heavy workload and for students who have difficulty passing their classes.
Education, like anything else, is about a relationship.
Starting after Christmas break, teachers of all grade levels at Abilene ISD will have the opportunity to teach exclusively online to students learning remotely.
Let's say I'm a 3rd grade remote teacher. I'm going to have 22 remote students they are my sole responsibility. I'm going to be looking at them on Zoom all the time, not distracted by in-person kids in front of me.
This school year, teachers have had their hands full creating multiple lesson plans and teaching students both in person and online at the same time, making it difficult for many teachers to create personal connections with their students.
A nice byproduct of fixing this is that our teachers who are struggling just to keep their head above water with everything that they're doing for kids are going to have the opportunity to only do one or the other.
According to Dr. Young, lowering the workload for teachers has the potential to reduce the increasing failure rate of students, whether they're attending school in person or online.
I think one of the reasons our in-person failure rate is higher than it normally is because teachers are pulled in 2 directions and they don't feel like they're doing a great job in either one. And so if I'm only going down one direction, I'm going to be solely focused on that.
Dr. Young says he hopes changing the style of remote learning will help create a more solid foundation for remote teachers and their students and get the most out of them in the process.
We're going to need to be clear with parents that your child's teacher is more than likely going to change, and it may not even be a teacher from their current home campus.
For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Dan Booth.
And parents will have the opportunity to register their students for the new form of remote learning before Christmas break. The changes will be in effect at the start of the spring semester on January 5th. Abilene firefighters spent part of their on-duty days in Physical Exercise Academy Sports and Outdoors, and Abilene is answering the call this time, donating workout equipment to the Abilene Fire Department, and it happened on First Responders Day. Here's KTAB's Danica Hill.
We all know it takes a strong person to be a firefighter.
Our job is very labor intensive.
It's very stressful at times.
And physical fitness is something Chief Candy Flores says the Abilene Fire Department prides itself on.
Every day, our guys are responsible for working out, and our guys do a very good job of minding their fitness.
Now the department has 2 new treadmills from Academy Sports here in Abilene and a couple more on the way.
We do donations to different people every year, and we just pick certain people. So this year we decided to do the fire department.
Academy Sports reaching out, asking what needs could they help meet.
We always have a need for fitness equipment, and so we did inquire about the possibility of getting a treadmill or 2, and they said no problem.
Helping our local firefighters maintain their health requirements.
Every year we get physically tested. You do have to meet the minimum requirements, which our guys go through every year, and then we have a physical every year.
Chief Flores says because they use the equipment so much, it was time for some replacements, but they didn't know where it would come from.
It's expensive, and we try to work within the means of our budget, so a gift like this, greatly appreciated.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Danica Hill, KTAB News.
Academy says more equipment is on the way. As it comes into the AFD, they will distribute it to all 8 of their stations. All right, still to come on Big Country Politics, how the recent snow is affecting farmers. We're back in 2 minutes.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
As you know, starting a brick and mortar store from scratch, especially during a pandemic, is hard, but Marley Caper found out that one woman is not letting any of that stop her.
That's how I got from selling necklaces in a parking lot to here.
From hosting pop-up shops at boutiques and coffee houses, Carson Tett opened her own store during the midst of a pandemic. And Dad said,
when she told us that she was going to open a boutique, we thought, well, that's not even in your cards.
But it's not like any other store, one with a DIY bar to create your own jewelry and seasonal crafts.
So I wanted it to be not just like a shopping experience, I wanted it to be like a thing where people could come and hang out.
And she has a corner of the store dedicated to helping showcase other small businesses because 6 years ago, she was the one needing help when she broke her phone.
I shattered it, I was heartbroken, my life was over as a high schooler.
And when she asked her parents for a new one,
and my dad was like, well, you can get a job and buy a new phone, and I was like, I'm not getting a job. I don't want to do that.
And while on her family vacation, Carson made a choker necklace and sent out pictures to see if anyone would buy them to raise money for a new phone.
And by 6 o'clock that evening, she had over $800 worth of orders.
And this accidental hobby went from an online store to brick and mortar by her senior year of college.
I would literally go to the parking lots of the high schools around Abilene and text everyone or tweet and be like, hey, I'm here, and put the necklaces out on the hood of the car, and they would come out there and pick the ones they wanted and pay me.
When everyone is shopping online because of the pandemic, Carson is drawing customers into her store. And it all started because of a shattered phone and the help from other small businesses. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Marley Capper, KTAB News.
And Carsons is on the corner of North 2nd in Pine Street in downtown Abilene. Well, it happened again. Ice and snow melting off the roof, dripping over the edge and onto the sidewalk. Well, besides setting records and causing many accidents, the cold and moisture were actually good for some farmers and ranchers around here. KTAB's Kevin Clack hearing that the unexpected freeze may have done more good than bad.
It's a record snowfall. The last time it snowed this early was back on October the 29th, 1993.
Hector Guerrero with the National Weather Service in San Angelo saying the big country saw a mixed bag of icy weather.
We saw patches of sleet mixed with freezing rain.
Overall, I mean, this is a blessing in disguise.
Steve Estes with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension in Abilene saying after a big rain in September, things were drying out faster than expected.
It seemed to dry out pretty quickly on top. So we were already seeing some drought stress in some of our crops and range and pasture conditions.
He says wheat farmers just now planting are getting much needed moisture, but cotton farmers are also seeing the positives from the ice.
So cotton being a warm season crop.
Farmers are getting ready to harvest, an industry bringing in over $237 million annually to the big country.
So farmers either have to make a decision, they can defoliate it, actually use a spray a defoliant on it to make the crop drop its leaves before they can harvest it, or they'll wait for a freeze, which we got.
but it doesn't come without some of the crop being terminated.
One drawback to it was any cotton that was a little bit late as far as when it was planting. It wasn't quite 100% mature or ready to be harvested.
He says some people think with an early freeze, a treacherous winter looms. But when you live in the big country, anything goes.
We may wind up and have a warm winter, and then we may have some more of this on the way. Who knows? That remains to be seen.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Kevin Clack, KTAB News.
And we could be entering a weak La Nina period, which will likely bring warmer, drier conditions to the big country and the heartland. All right, still to come on Big Country Politics, one of our favorite stories of the year, how one man is voicing his opinion. We're back in 2 minutes.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
Thanks for staying with us. We love the story so much we wanted to show you again. A 91-year-old Abilene man who cast his presidential ballot for the first time ever. KTAB's Mercedes Hernandez spoke to him to find out why this election year was the year to have his voice heard.
I wanted to be counted.
For 91-and-a-half-year-old Humberto de la Vega, the first day of early voting brought in a very big first for him.
I went to my son's business. Him and I walked from his business down to the courthouse. We just stood over there with everybody else.
De la Vega voted in the presidential election for the first time Tuesday, something only possible after becoming an American citizen just last year.
I had my opinions and all that, but I couldn't vote.
And finally getting to put those opinions to paper was a pretty good feeling, says De la Vega.
I know I felt good. It felt a warm feeling. I don't know whether everybody feels that way or not. Maybe they've done it so often they don't think about it. But for me, it was a good experience.
The 91-year-old got his ballot in before his wife Georgia did this election cycle. Do you yourself vote?
I do, but I haven't yet.
Although she didn't seem to mind, as this year marked a big milestone for her husband.
It's been a long time coming, but I'm proud of him.
When asked how he picked his candidates, De La Vega says he went with his heart.
I don't want to change it, except for the good.
And chose whoever thought could make a better future for his family.
My 4 kids, I owe it to them and my grandkids and great-grandkids.
This first-time voter asks anyone running for office this year or in the years to come to do what he did before going to the polls and look inward.
To ask themselves, am I going to make a difference or am I going to add to the problem?
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on.
It's a privilege.
Mercedes Hernandez, KTAB News.
Love that story. All right, that does it for this week's edition of Big Country Politics. For the latest political headlines, always go to bigcountryhomepage.com, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place. Thanks for watching.